to prevent fatal injuries in football, I have invented this new type football helmet, which I believe will do much to rid the game of fatalities.
Dark side, light this bitch up.
Yo, what it do, brother? Oh man, I can't call it. Another day, another beautiful day, another great night on Leather Helmets TV. We got a good episode, man. Shout out to you. Hey, what you got? What you got there?
Man, you see that?
Mm-hmm. When you first put it up, I thought it was orange juice, and then I was like, oh, I see the logo on there.
Nah. Ain't no orange juice, my guy.
You got what you got? We got yak in there.
Nah. It's I went to the DR. I had bought back some liquor from the airport, man. They love rum from over there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, anytime, like I said, my home, like last week, I had the pure white. I ain't drinking at the night, but the Henny pure white, my homeboy went away. He brought that back with him, so
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It's crazy. I don't like. Can you buy that anywhere else?
Nah. You can only get yeah. Really, when you go like overseas or drink, I ain't really seen it in the States.
I ain't never really seen it in the States. I don't think I've ever seen it in the States. That's strange. You would think, you know what I'm saying, with Henny being such a staple in the community, they would find a way to peddle that over here. But that's neither here nor there. We got a good show tonight, man. Episode 69. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's get right into it, man. We got the WNBA. You know, they doing their thing over there. I was excited because my Chicago Sky got a win finally. They've been sliding. A lot of close game losses, and two they losing right now. But we talking about Angel Reese breaking the rookie record with 7 straight double doubles. You know what I'm saying? She a dog, man. She a dog on the boards. Her offensive game leaves a little bit of desire.
Need a lot of work. I'm not really impressed with them double doubles, man.
Because she big.
No, not because she's big, but because she's rebounding all her damn misses. Like her percentage is so low.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
She's missing so many layups and she's getting the offensive rebounds. So that's not really that impressive.
Yeah, she had 8 offensive rebounds last night. What was it? 6 off of her misses.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Yeah, when you put it like that, that's crazy.
Majority of her rebounds are off her misses, like bunnies. So that ain't really impressive.
Yeah, so that just lends credence to what you talked about with the Lauren of the backboard thing, man. Like I can't get over that. Like that just makes sense, and I don't really hear nobody else talking about that. You know, about Lauren of the backboard. You were one of the first people that I heard say that, and I just think it'll benefit the league so much more, man. Yeah, what do you got? What do you got, man? I know because you the resident.
See him on the fast breaks.
Yeah.
With the late. Hey, honestly, bro, I'm really surprised at how the Aces, they're not as dominant as last year. Like they done been getting their head kicked in a lot this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
no, they dealing with a couple injuries too. Yeah.
That and Candace Parker retired, stuff like that. But I was still dominating. Like she's still
she's putting the numbers. You know what's crazy? Yeah. Like that went under the radar too. The Candace Parker retired. Everybody just she got her props for being one of the goats or whatever. But we didn't because of how good Asia was. We thought it was just hey, three-peat on the way. You know what I mean? But it shows when you don't have a, you look at Tarasi at 41. You know,
They're like they're 7-6 right now. I think they lost like 2-3 games all of
yeah,
last year. Like
parity in the league. You need that. You need that though. Because if they would have came out running through the league. I mean, they sold out every single one of their games this year, so that's a plus. But you know, it's good to have that parity. It's good because maybe they'll turn it on in the playoffs. We'll see. You never
yeah,
know.
man, them Fever, man, they eighth in the league right now.
Yeah, they on a little run. The league need it. The league need it for sure.
Yeah, man.
What about uh was it Alyssa Thomas? That got hurt.
What about him?
That
Yeah.
Torres.
No. That was Cameron Brink.
Cameron Brink. Yeah. Oh, golly.
Brink.
Yeah, Brink the other
Yeah,
rookie.
man, that's a big loss for sure. Like, cause in my opinion, she was like one of the leaders for rookie of the year. Like, she probably was like, I had Caitlin 1, Brink 2, then probably your girl 3. But now Brink's out the way, so it's gonna be a battle between Caitlin and the Bayou Barbie.
Yeah, I don't see how Caitlyn doesn't win it because of how much she scores. But again, the double thing is
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They probably overhyped that double thing, even though like if you watch the games, like she's getting that shit because she can't fucking make a layup. Like so,
I do appreciate her defensive numbers. Her block shots and her steals. Like she's as a big getting the steals is.
yeah, but Caitlin Clark got more blocks on the season than she did.
Yeah, she does. That was a wild stat when I saw that. That's yeah. She played it like she gambles a lot. You know what I mean? So being in the stealing lanes is good. So I appreciate that about her game. But shout out to the dub. They got us talking about it, man.
How do you feel about before we go on? How do you feel about the Sky being 0-2 versus the Fever?
It's a what when I watched the last game, I found myself yelling at Angel because she made it too much about her and Caitlyn. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Focus on the game. You know what I mean? Because it's Caitlyn ain't the only one on the court, and both of those games,
Aaliyah
Boston was killing y'all. You worry about the wrong player. You know what I mean? And don't get it. Like Boston, she went to the Fever for a reason because they stunk. But she was the number one player coming out. You know what I mean? Like she was a monster, and you out here worrying about somebody who not on the same. Like you're not ever gonna be guarding her unless it's on a switch. You know what I mean? And it's just like all this. It's too much of this. You know what I mean? It's too much of this. So yeah, I mean I'm not surprised. Honestly, I'm not surprised because again they started slumping. And then like they haven't really recovered. Last night was a good win. Looked like we right back to where we were. Yeah. Watching the game tonight, but it is what it is, man. But yeah, 0-2 right now. NBA, man. The Boston Celtics, bruh.
Bro, that motherfucker finals garbage.
It wasn't a good finals. I mean, it was good for Boston fans.
Good. I mean, Boston was just too stacked. Like they just had too many pieces. Like Dallas couldn't go as deep into their bench like Boston did. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Tatum and Brown can sit, and you got fucking Drew Holiday. You got
Derek White.
White. You know what I'm saying?
Horford. Don't forget Al.
Yeah. Al. You got.
I was happy for Al.
Hauser, and you got what's up, buddy? He's hitting all them damn deep threes.
Oh yeah, the white boy, the little short white boy.
Yeah,
they bring it. I cannot remember boy name. So they bring him in. They Paulie, something like that. I don't know. But they would bring him in just to hit threes from half court. He's knocking them bitches down too, man. What up, Rich? But the one thing I can say about Boston this year, man, and I'm glad they did it in the sense that it's kind of like Pritchard, yeah.
Pritchard, yeah.
You kind of what happens with a lot of these teams is you never really recognize how good they are because you focus so much on the failures or the bad things that they've done. But Boston has hold the NBA record for most blowout wins over, I think it's like over like 50-point wins or something like that. Like it's crazy. Like, and then they just ran through the playoffs this year. Like if any other team was doing this, Lakers, Golden State or anybody like that, that thing would be elevated. But because they hadn't won the big game, like say they come back and do the same thing next year, it'll be more respected because of they finished the job this year. So, you know, shout out to them. Like I just hate that it's Boston. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Everybody do it, man. I think like they have a great opportunity to repeat.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
They gonna run the same exact team back, like you know what I'm saying. They got continuity. Them boys, hoopers. They play defense. Like
Right.
I don't know, man. We thought Milwaukee was gonna be able to do something. They look garbage. Like
Giving up Drew was just like
the Knicks is garbage. You know, I had to fuck with Rick.
So yeah, so I mean, like now that you're talking about it, like obviously we got Boston as the favorites. Do you put Denver at the number 2 spot?
I don't know.
Or Minnesota?
I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be Minnesota or OKC. OKC just made a big trade today.
I saw bringing in some defense.
Yeah, bringing in Caruso. I just don't think Denver gonna be able to still be one of those top teams because they rely so heavily on Joker and the other guys don't be showing up.
And Murray,
like
Murray's injury history is is a big problem. You know, so since we talk about Caruso and how big of a get that was for OKC, like why? And it's off topic. Why don't people respect the bubble championship? But look, listen to this. Dwight Howard shut down Jokic. Caruso clamps on like when they needed to stop on Butler in the championship. These are all players that are still valuable.
Miami was also hurt too, but I'm gonna tell you why nobody respected, right? So, playoff atmosphere, we didn't have that,
but
they didn't experience that. So basically, what they did, only thing they did was basically have an open run in gyms, and the best team wins that, which the Lakers were. They were the deeper team, like you know, what I'm saying? They didn't have to face no adversity going on the road, no hostile environments.
And that's what the players appreciated the most about the bubble. Anytime you hear players talk about the bubble, they say it was some of the best basketball being played because you had less injuries. They were more fresh. The travel wasn't like like you know when you pick up your gym bag and go to the gym, like that's a hop, skip, and a jump away. Like that's why I respect it because the hoopers, the players that are in it are the ones that respect it.
But the crazy part is, like, even with that, like, a lot of the players didn't even want to play. They was going to boycott. Like, you remember? And then LeBron was like, no, let's play. Because he knew, like, that was his best opportunity to win the championship. Like, because he knew, like, hey, I ain't got to go on the road doing no hostile environment. I got to worry about making no pressure free throws with people yelling at me. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Lemon Pepper.
The fans on the TV like me and you right now.
Mr. Lemon Pepper. Lou Wills was like, "Yo, when they talked about this bubble shit, I was not with it until we got in there and started hooping."
But you had bums hooping, like guys who never get nothing.
Cats was getting, they was getting
60 points. Come on,
they
man.
was going crazy in there, man. Yo, I enjoyed the bubble, man, and like, I think that was the last time I really except for with our playoff year, 2 years, was it last year before last, when the Kings, you know, we went on our little run. That was the last time, last year. So that was the last time that before last year, the bubble was the last time I really enjoyed watching basketball. You know what I'm saying? Because I also like it gave me like a college basketball feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why it felt that way, but it just felt more like a college basketball type environment without the crowds.
It felt like an intramural basketball game.
Yeah, or maybe that. Yeah, maybe that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you said, open run. Yo, go get a bucket. Go get a bucket type
That's exactly
shit.
what it was like. You know how they be doing in off season, like they be going to like Chris Brinkley gym and runs. That's
or
exactly
like the Rucker back in the day. Yo. It just felt like Cass and a lot of and the bucket getters was getting buckets. That's for sure. But yeah, so you said you got Boston number one. You kind of torn
Probably
between OKC.
OKC and Timberwolves, and two like those my top three for next year.
And then everybody else kind of
At,
fall in line.
as status quo right now, because well, of course trades can happen,
Trades,
stuff like
yep.
that. But if we used to start the season right now with how the team's looking and shit like that, I'll say those three.
What do you think about Phoenix? Like, is it a wrap over there?
It's a wrap over there, man. Like you got three guys. Like okay, so you got three guys who all need the ball to be effective.
Mm-hmm. None of them can really
saying?
pass. None of them can pass. They're not good passers.
All of them have to have the ball to be effective. Like KD wants to play in the offense where he can post up, shoot, blah 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 blah. Devin Booker want to dribble the ball out, score, and then Bradley Beal he's coming from a team where hey, give him the ball, let him do whatever you want.
80% usage rate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's crazy is he's such a good slasher that I don't even understand how you can't just move with the like. You see how Steph moves without the ball. Like if Bradley had that type of element to his game, because he's a bucket. He's an auto like he uses an automatic bucket if he's healthy.
Yeah.
Like moving around without the rock, man. I feel like that would be elite. But Booker, I guess that's what Booker does in that offense. He's the guy moving without the ball for the most. Yeah, I don't really know. I think it's a wrap over there. Where do you see Clay? What's the best landing spot for Clay?
I think Orlando.
I've been hearing Orlando.
I think
a lot.
Orlando is gonna go after Clay and Monk. They're gonna try to get one of the two.
Yeah,
They need a shooting guard bad. They need a guy that can score like
and it could just be my East Coast bias. I like Clay in Philly, man.
I mean, possibly, yeah.
I like Clay.
He playing on the he's trying to on the Bahamas team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I like Clay in Philly for this reason.
Washed.
That part, and you don't really like. I don't need you. You can come off the bench, and I got two dogs. You know what I mean? Obviously, Embiid when healthy. Maxi's a monster. But to have a guy who can get a defensive stop still, you know what I mean? He not the defensive Clay he used to be. Can get a defensive shot, but the main thing is when we need a big shot, I trust Clay to hit the big shot over a lot of guys in the league still to this day. You know what I'm saying?
I bet you they did against us playing game too. He went 0 for 10.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, but again, like that team, as constructed, he was still the third guy. You know what I mean? He's not really a third guy no more. Like he's just a guy at this point. You know, them knees are absolutely cooked. So it's gonna be interesting, man. But I do like your top three, and I do think everybody.
What about your top three though?
I mean, I was Boston, Denver, Minnesota, but you know, UConn, like again, like you're a basketball guy, you got me thinking. Denver is Jokic, all Jokic and every, you know what I mean? Like so, if it don't go the way it's supposed to go, you know, they could easily fall down the list. But as it stands. Like I thought the finals would have been more competitive against Denver, but then when I watched Boston, I was like, I don't think nobody was beating them boys, man. Like it'd have been a long day because you'd have had to deal with Jokic. But go ahead, get yours. Nobody else gonna score.
They probably would have got two. They probably would have got 2 games just because Jokic.
Just because Jokic, right? That's what I said. Jokic, go ahead and get yours. But like same thing with Doncic. Doncic, you'll go crazy. These other dudes. Tim Hardaway, 0 for $1 billion. You know what I mean? All right, let's get into.
Did you watch the last game though? Did you watch the last game?
He played.
No, I'm not talking about Tim Hardaway joint, but Kleber. Remember what I said on the joint? Every time he comes in the game, if you pay attention, bro, every time he comes in the game, Boston goes on a big run, bro.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad because I tapped my wife. I was like, yo. This dude really be knowing what he be talking about on this show because that was good analysis, man. Again, it's stuff that I watch. I don't really watch like First Take or anything. Like I used to faithfully watch First Take, even when back when it was called Cold Pizza and stuff like that, because it was just ESPN was just like the background for life. You know what I mean? You got the TV on, ESPN on. You know what I'm saying? You'll catch some fodder around the horn. Like it was like the shows was back to back to back to back, and you used to have people really talking about good stuff on there, and now you don't really get that kind of analysis. You know, you'll hear stuff here and there, but when you sat, I was like, let me pay attention to this, man. This boy coming to game, he Luka Doncic out there, worse than Luka Doncic.
Man,
your plus minus is terrible.
Garbage. But yeah, I don't watch them shows no more either. I used to watch I used to like Undisputed.
Yeah, a lot of people did. My homeboy used to watch Undisputed a lot.
Yeah, I used to watch Undisputed a lot only because Shannon and Skip, they were a good match, like how they went at each other, blah 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 blah. Of course.
That's the Skip formula too, though, because you got to remember what blew First Take up was the Skip Stephen A. You know, concoction. Skip took that same idea over to Undisputed and brought Shannon in.
More raw, like coming out there drinking cognac, you know.
Fake smoking Black and Miles, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was.
I don't watch them. They repetitive, man. They talk about the same thing every day.
I don't think nobody watched it. That is about over for Skip, man. Skip is on his last leg.
Both of them. I don't watch. One of them.
It's crazy the numbers that First Take is still putting up. I'm like, damn, I ain't watched the First Take episode in forever. Now, the impressions online are way up because you see, you know, I heard about the Monica McNutt thing via the internet. You know what I'm saying? So you go back and watch the video. It's like, oh shit. So the impressions is all the way up. So I guess that's how the data is collected nowadays. You got what you watch on TV, what you watch on streaming, and then your impressions on Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff. But yeah, it's over for that, especially Undisputed. All right, let's get into some NFL talk, man. Hard Knocks, and you know, because we talked about it last week. Because you got Hard Knocks, they doing Hard Knocks preseason with the Giants. That covers like off-season OTAs, the draft, and stuff like that. That's the first time they're doing that this year. I think that's gonna be fire. Yeah. And then you got the regular Hard Knocks minicamp with, damn, I just had it.
AFC North.
No, AFC North is the end season. AFC North is the end season.
Yeah.
The minicamp is, I'm trying to remember who exactly it was. Chicago? Is it Chicago?
I don't know.
Chat, help us out, man. I can't remember. I didn't want to. But I really want to talk about this because, the end season is a new format. They're following all 4 teams in the AFC North. And we talk about the AFC North all the time just because it's a dog division, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, cats like to give the NFC East is riding its old history, you know, when the Giants was good, the Redskins was competitive. Bears. It's Bears. Okay. So the training camp is Bears. The NFC East is still riding off of old glory. You know what I'm saying? So the toughest division in the NFL, and it has been for the longest time, is the AFC North. AFC East has been garbage. Even though the Pats been winning all the championships, they had a guaranteed first-round bye for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? NFC North was probably the toughest division in the NFC, in my opinion, for a very long time. Or I wouldn't even say tough, most competitive division in the NFC. And then you got the AFC North just was leaps and bounds above everybody else. And you can look at the outer conference record and blah, 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 blah. But the fact when they play each other, the Steelers can be 0-10, which they'll never be under Tomlin. They can be 0-10. Ravens can be 10-0. When they meet, you're gonna think it's two of the top teams playing. And I love Hard Knocks, you know what I'm saying? I think the reason why quarterback and why wide receiver works so well is they're kind of using the Hard Knocks formula of, you know, just great recording, great video, great sound. Like, you hearing everything. You're seeing everything, you know. Them talking football is crazy. Like, sometimes I be hearing them calling plays. I'm like, damn, I don't even know what y'all talking about, but that shit sound fire. You know what I'm saying?
Last year's Hard Knocks was the worst one. Like, it was an epic failure because they boosted A-Rod up so much. Remember we was talking about?
Oh my gosh,
the meat riding, man.
I think
First
that's
play of the game.
I think that's the thing I hated the most. It's like how much glazing they was doing to this ball, and then he's kind of like a kook right now. Like he like
Yeah.
I was watching clips of an interview he just did, and he's just like, oh, they're tapping my phones, they're on my computers, and I'm like, bro, you gotta take the medal, you gotta take the tinfoil hat off for it, just for a couple minutes, like. I know we all getting watched. I know the phone's listening to us. It's like
Definitely.
I guarantee. And if we talked about something tonight that's like consumer related, like
It's gonna pop up on
it's
your
gonna
phone.
pop up on your goddamn phone. You know what I'm saying? So it's obvious they listening. These cats been listening since the '80s, even earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you're a millionaire, bro. You can't be that unhappy. Money. Listen, money don't make you happy. I get it. I get that. You know what I'm saying? Happiness makes you happy, but you are a miserable dude, bro. Like you just come off as a miserable dude. You had some bad shorties and like the shit fizzled out. You know what I'm saying? Like figure it out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go on the ayahuasca retreat. You know what I'm saying? But they say, yo, I would do the ayahuasca, man. Would you fuck with that? Would you fuck with the ayahuasca?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would fuck with the ayahuasca. I listen. I might jump off something, you know what I'm saying, but I would definitely try it, man, because they say it's enlightening and opens. And I think that's what the purpose of the psychedelics are in general. You know what I'm saying, like to put you more in touch with, that level of psychedelics, to put you more in touch with. Well, Rich, it's a like I just said, it's a psychedelic. It's kind of like is it a plant? I think it's a plant. And they kind of like mash it up and you drink it and they put you in a controlled environment because you start to trip. You go off on a trip, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing about trips is you can't control if it's a good trip or if it's a bad trip. You know, that's why edibles are so dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, drug retreat. Yeah.
Basically.
It is 100%. You know what I'm saying? What's the toad called? It might just be called the toad. You know, where they extract the poison from the toad, and cats like ingest that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. Tyson talks about that one a lot because he's done it twice. But yeah, I don't know if I do that one. I do the ayahuasca. But again, like I said, the good trip, bad trips are. Again, it's a thin line, man. It's a thin line between that was fire to I almost killed myself last night. So you out butt naked in the middle of the highway. But yeah, I'm excited for the Hard Knocks this year. Like I said, because the AFC North is an exciting division. I think all the teams are going to be good this year. You get Burrow back. I think they wanted. What's funny is like, I guarantee, if Caleb wasn't like the number one pick and he was like a top guy, they would have been in that Bengals training camp with Burrow coming off injury and, you know what I'm saying, a lot of questions about whether or not.
Well, I don't know. I don't think only because they're gonna be in the in season joint.
Yeah. So you think they would have still did the end season and went with a different team? It's
I think it would be a different team. What team? I don't know.
And the viewership on the end season is down a whole lot. You know, they did the Cardinals end season. That shit was a disaster.
Well, it's because it's football season now. I don't really care about watching the Hard Knocks. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching the games, but
yeah, I've watched them all, man. It's that's my TV, so I enjoy that stuff. Let's jump into some Madden, man. NFL, we talked about that NFL. You ain't got anything else on NFL, do you?
Nah, man. Nah.
Okay. All right, let's jump into Madden a little bit here, man. Surprise, man. The Final Four. This is a super surprise Final Four here, man.
Yeah. You got Dro.
Dro
I did not expect Dro to beat Undisputed.
and he got off, man. Pause. He put numbers up too, man. You talked about him last week, man. Obviously, you play him twice a year. You know, he got the Gouda, and I don't think he want people to see it on the big screen.
Yeah, he got
All that
Gouda.
motion and the dog slant. So, so big shout out to him, man. And then you got OXI on the other side going to. So I mean, obviously Baj is there as well. Baj is a repeat offender. He's always, you know, in the last 6, last 4.
Oh, wait. OXI, Bosh, Drake's.
And yeah, that's it.
Dro.
Yeah. That's the final 4, man, on the AFC on the AFC.
I'm hoping OXI and Dro make it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'd be fire. And you know what? I tried to. I was going to clip it, and because they literally said in the off season, "Yo, I see you in the bowl." And it was like a bunch of laughing emojis on that message. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be fire if it winds up being them 2 in the bowl because they called it. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been like if it was a DraftKings line. That Super Bowl would have been like plus 6,000.
Facts.
and the regular season, that shit would have been plus 6,000. Yeah. Big cheese on it. You know, that's crazy. What's going on, Itachi? That's fire. That's fire to see them in there, man. But shout out to everybody that's the last 4 left. Get them games scheduled. Get on the big screen, man. Stop being scared. Madden reveal, man. The trailer. What'd you think, man? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Obviously.
It was cool.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Rich, it might have been plus 8. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it a whole buck.
Hey,
you know,
that should have been crazy for sure, but the trailer was all right, though, man.
I thought the trailer was fire, man.
Funny seeing Justin Fields return kicks, because, you know, earlier there was like, it was discussion about him returning kicks.
Yeah.
They had him in the game doing it, so.
And you know, the one thing that I like too about the like the reveal is like it was actual gameplay, but the way the camera views are shown, you show all that movement before the snap, like on defense, they doing this and, you know, pointing stuff out. You know, it's a lot more like it looked like they talking and communicating on the defensive side, so it looks more realistic because that's happening every single play in real football. So you're seeing a lot more realism come into the game. Then you got to see some of the new animations for the catching. You saw Jefferson's one. Yeah, that Jetta's grab, which was crazy. And the reason why that won't be appreciated as much as it was in real life is because he had a dude draped all over him in real life. Mm-hmm. And another guy barreling down to, you know, lay him out. And he made that. And it was, top it all, it was 4th and what? Like 25 or something crazy?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, Jetta's is different, bro. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? You see what it is, though. But anyway, Jetta's is different, man. But go ahead, you about to say something?
Oh, I was gonna ask you, like, I know, what do you think about the new kickoff? I mean, granted, it's coming from forgot the league.
XFL.
Yeah.
So
what do you think about it?
We're gonna get into the beta recap. So, I like it because, like, kickoffs was crazy this year. Anyway, like, if you're good enough, you find a seam, you out of there. You know what I'm saying? I took a lot of kickoffs back this year. You as well. You every time I turn around, you was posting a highlight of you taking a kickoff back. This one right here, you better use your tackle. If you don't use it, fellas, if you don't use your tackle on this kickoff and you try to just, you know, click and dip, you giving up hella kickoffs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was one of the first notes that I had was kickoffs is wild. You know what I mean? Like every game I played, I took a kickoff to the house. You know, and I didn't have like top end speed guys. I played with my Cowboys a couple times. They got Turpin. Turpin, but they also got, I think Dowdle is back there by default. And whatever side it because it's not like a single. You know how most kickoffs you got the deep man. This thing, like the way it's set up now, if it's kicked to the left, it's gonna go to a different guy. It's kicked to the right, it's gonna go to a different guy. I was taking them back with Dowdle, who's like an 88, 89 speed guy. You know what I'm saying? So,
find out you got the kickoff Gouda.
Yeah, it's crazy. It ain't even Gouda. I just find a seam and just run by guys. You know what I'm saying? And blocking is so much better this year. Yeah, I didn't think. I thought the run game was super crazy this year as well. It's gonna be even worse this year. Guys like Chubb and Derrick Henry, you better not come through the line flicking a hit stick because you are not getting that tackle. Like break the broken tackles. I like everybody's like, oh, they tune the broken tackles. I don't, because it eliminates dolphin diving.
So they eliminate you.
Listen. If I am coming downhill and I know you, I'm diving in the hole, so you gonna run right into me most of the time. You know what I'm saying? But out in the open field, I make tackles. You know what I'm saying? But the dolphin diving's out of here, and you can't just strip every tackle.
Yeah, that's my thing. I be spamming this strip.
Boy, everybody spams a strip. But you do that now, like against a Chubb or
Oh yeah.
you
Right
gonna miss
through.
that tackle. You know what I'm saying? High hit sticks, you better not high hit stick Derrick Henry.
I mean the beta was cool to me. I played a couple games. Most of the time, dudes was quitting.
Yeah, that's you get up you get up 7-0, you quit. I'm like, what's like we supposed to be here rocking.
I really was thrown off with the play art. They fucked the play art up.
Yeah.
So
I think the next beta will be better because they'll have they say they'll have the actual updated playbooks in there, because that was just last year. Like you pull the Cowboys playbook, that's all the plays that are in there this year.
Yeah, and didn't update the rosters. Like,
yeah. I don't even think you're gonna get the updated rosters in the next beta, because you know that's a whole day of the ratings reveal.
yeah,
So
but that's what I'm saying. You know, even last year when they did the beta, they still the roster was updated. Just the overall ratings wasn't like. And that's
all the
cool,
rookies
like,
was like 71
all the
overalls.
rookies, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's cool, but let me play with who gonna be on the goddamn team, not who was on there last year.
Yeah.
Why am I playing with Kirk Cousins? He's not a Viking. Like, you know what I mean?
True. You want to see Kirk. I mean, because you get the Falcons, you probably gonna start Penix anyway, but you like to see him in the Falcons. He's probably an X factor. He's probably gonna be an X factor as well on any other Kirk.
No,
he got hurt. He got hurt. Yeah. So at least he might be a star.
He might be a star. Kirk never had abilities.
Wow, he didn't. I never played with the Vikings.
He's never had abilities.
That's surprising. All that money, all that money this boy done made in his career.
Got guys not deserving getting abilities, but Kirk didn't. I mean,
you know that boy Dak, 92 overall, man.
Hey, but you see, it was like a huge drop. It was a huge drop off in the quarterback ranks from. I think Lamar was like the last high 90, and then it was like 92 type.
Yeah,
shit, like
Allen's a 93, Burrow is a 92, Dak is a 92.
Yeah,
huge drop off, and then Burrow's throw power is still at 88, which is he's still a
wasn't
dog.
it lower than that? Wasn't it like an 86 or something before, like originally or some shit?
I think it was like an 86 originally, and then like after his rookie year, bumped it up to an 88. So, it's crazy. Tua ain't over a 90. After he led the league in passing last year.
His accuracy gonna always be high though. He always have high accuracy. But that throw power is probably why his range be like under 90.
Yeah, true. Any other takeaways from the beta that you thought were? It's hard. It's kind of really hard to break it down because again, it's just a copy and paste with the new engine. So
I did play in. I had what was I playing against? I forgot what team it was, but they had Andrew Booth locking up a superstar wide receiver, and I was like, come on, man. I mean, I'm a Vikings fan, but come on, I know Booth is he's not good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So why is he sticking with a superstar? I think I was playing the Browns, and he was locking up Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
But yo, did you notice like the NFL, like the likeness and the running, like Isaiah Pacheco running like a maniac.
Yeah.
See, Christian McCaffrey with his run style. Even Coop got that, you know what I mean, the route guy. You know what I'm saying? They had him routing cats up. So that's fire. I'm excited for it, man. Bring the likeness. NBA 2K's done it. You guys should have been did it. So shout out to the NFL. You know, obviously this year they're not gonna have everybody, but to see that likeness in the game finally.
I think that, but even with that, bro, I think Madden gonna take a big hit this year.
Like, it's gonna be good or bad?
Bad, like, um, usage, like
Oh, because
college
of
is
college
coming
football.
out.
Yeah,
College is
college.
coming
Yeah.
out. Like, eh, nobody's forced to play Madden no more to play a football game, man.
And
Them sales gonna be down, in my opinion.
you know, it's funny. Like that bundle was genius because you got a lot of people looking at it like, I'm just gonna grab this. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't play Madden, you done bought the bundle, it counts as a sale. So that could be some. You know what I mean? Tying themselves to this college football was a genius move by them. So shout out to EA, man. Just for bringing college football back, and working it out with the players, getting them paid, so we can get this game back happening, man.
Month left, man.
It's almost go time. So like you said, we talking about it. It's raffle time, man.
Yeah,
Big raffle. You know.
raffle.
So let's jump into this raffle here.
Time for me to win that thing.
I got everybody here in the randomizer for this raffle, bro. And let's see. Roger, Bosch, OXI, AC, Jacob, Undisputed, JB, Fly. Jacob, JB, AC, OXI, Bosch, and Roger. So you see everybody that got two. It's literally I just went in order and then reverse order for the names. You see that? So the people that have two, you're on there twice, as you can see. So we're gonna get into this randomizer here, man. And you guys know how we do it. It's when everybody just so you can see that everybody's here. We randomize it 3 times. On the 3rd time, the person that is at the top is our winner. All right. So let's get it done. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. And here's the third one. This motherfucker wins everything.
I couldn't see it. One. Don't say Jacob.
Nah.
Undisputed. God finished second. That's crazy.
Undisputed with the win.
Ain't that
Undisputed wins his
he
copy.
Put his name in once, dog.
Yeah. That's all it takes. Fly finished. He put his name in once. He finished 3rd. You right there. It's been a couple times, man. You've been so close to winning, man. Wow.
That's crazy.
So shout out to Undisputed. I don't know if you watching, brother. You are a winner. We're gonna get with you, get you set up, get you that copy of the MVP bundle. Speaking of giveaways, shout out to the big homie Scream. The league is picking up a copy of Madden for the homie for a great year of commentating for us, man. Showing out for the league, and we definitely appreciate it, man. You know that those streams elevate the league, and we wanted to show our appreciation there. You didn't break the bank on us when it came to streaming a full season plus playoffs for us year after year.
Some people.
I'm not getting we not pointing no fingers, but it was just it was refreshing to understand, like, whatever, you know what I mean. Shout out to Screen. Yeah, Undisputed, man, winner again. So any predictions for this Final Four, man? It's probably easy to say Bosch and Drex are meeting the chip. We've been saying it since the beginning.
I'm going with the underdogs, man.
Underdog, man. Now we picking the underdogs. Jinxing them boys.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Drex and Bosch, man. I'm going to go with the chalk.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be them, but
I'm going to go with the chalk to try to jinx them boys and a loser and get the underdogs in there, man. That'd be a big celebration, man. But yeah, we just did the raffle. Like, I want to do more giveaways and stuff like that. I'm working on getting this signed jersey. I'm not going to say the player, but we'll raffle that off if I wind up getting it. I'm in a heavy bidding war. So hopefully I lock this down, and once because I don't want to spoil it. If I wind up with the jersey, that will be raffled off. No money or anything. I'm just raffling it and giving it to somebody in the league. So whoever decides they want to be a part of that will have a chance to win that jersey. NFL legend. So keep an eye out for that, man. And I'm always getting these little. I don't even have one near me, but like the miniature football helmets with the signatures on them and stuff like that. I want to start giving that stuff away. Not my own collection, but I'm always got ones that I give away to like my homeboy's an Eagles fan. So if I wind up with like an Eagles helmet, I'll give it to him or whatever the case may be. I want to start giving that stuff away in the league, just to make it a little more interactive and more interesting. So more giveaways to come. I know y'all like that, like free shit. So shout out to that. Parting shots, man. You got any parting shots to get us out of here?
Yeah, man. I want to shout out me out because recently I just passed my 2 state tests, my teacher state exam. So yeah,
You're gonna be in the classroom soon.
in the classroom soon, man. Only thing I gotta do now is graduate. That's it. Just finish school.
That's all it is, man. Shout out to higher learning. Shout out to brothers getting after it, man, and doing something, with themselves and helping out the youths. We need it, man. We need more of us in the youngins' lives, man. More positive brothers in the youngins' lives. My parting shots, man, not to be a Debbie Downer or anything like that. I just want to say, man, take the time out, love your loved ones, continue to tell, your brothers and your family and especially brothers. I mean, brother to brother. Tell if it's your man's, if it's your blood brother or whatever the case may be. Don't hesitate to tell your loved ones you love them. You know what I'm saying? Like as men, we get all squeamish about telling your brother, I love you. You know what I'm saying? But if you really do, you probably should let them know before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to wake up one day and that person's gone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to a funeral tomorrow and brother was only 33 years old, you know what I'm saying? And you think about the times when his brother may have not been able to, speak to him or has been able to speak to him and tell him those things and didn't. You know what I'm saying? You miss out on those opportunities, man. So take the time out to say I love you to your loved ones and hug them, you know what I'm saying? And just enjoy the time we got here, man. Like in a grand scheme of things, we here, let's say you spend 80 years here. That's minuscule in the grand scheme of things, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a blip in history. So take some time out, tell your loved ones you love them, tell people you appreciate them, and don't be dickheads, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and like I said with AC, with this positive stuff that he doing, our young ones need to see more of that and take care of each other. So. Like I said, I didn't want to be a Debbie Downer, but that's my part and shout out. It's been heavy on my mind, losing my sister this year, stuff like that. Last year, sorry. But you learn to appreciate things the older you get. I want guys to start appreciating things as youngins, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the old head, you back in your day, your uncles and them come to you, oh, get out of here with your old, you talking that old head shit. Nah, we need to approach people with more conviction and beat that message into these youngins, man, because like I said, it's a blip in history, man. So shout out to everybody in the league. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. And with that, man, we are out of here, man. Peace.
To prevent fatal injuries in football, I have invented this new type football helmet, which I believe will do much to rid the game of fatalities.
Dark side, light this bitch up.